Welcome back to Parmarth Niketan, joining us here in the gardens for these special yoga practices that we hope are useful to you during these times. So start by finding a comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back, feeling that heavy, aponic sense of grounding through the body. And then keeping that weightedness, lifting up through the crown of the head as the heart floats. Feeling this pranic sense of lifting up. Now close the eyes if they're not already. Take a deep inhalation, let the body expand. And a long, smooth exhalation. Keeping the eyes closed, bring the awareness around you. Notice all the sounds, the arrangement of different things in the space near and far. Just sensing your body's place, exactly as you find yourself today. Then bring the awareness from your surroundings further inward, coming into the internal landscape. The sensations, everything within your own body. Pay close attention to the breath. Let the belly be soft so that the breath can be smooth, relaxed. And just notice the way the breath feels as it moves in and out. This practice of watching the breath is so simple, something that's always there. It has a very grounding, calming effect when we return to the breath again and again. And it also seems to become more interesting the more we watch, the more we notice the intricate patterns of sensation unfolding within our very own experience. There's so much there. Now bring the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll chant 3 times the sound Om together. Allow for a deep inhalation. Release the hands, open the eyes. We'll begin with a pranayama technique or breathing technique that's a 3-part breath, sometimes called viloma or a full yogic breath. So we'll do each of the 3 parts separately and then add them together for the full expansive breath. First, bring one hand to your belly. And now as you inhale, just fill that very bottom portion of the lungs so the diaphragm drops down. The belly expands on the inhalation. And as you exhale, the belly draws gently back towards the spine. Take a few breaths here, just breathing into the belly. And now for the next part, we'll inhale, filling the middle portion of the lungs, so right through the rib cage. Keep the belly drawn in, bring the hands outside the ribs to help you feel this. And now inhale, expand the ribs in every direction. And as you exhale, the ribs draw back in. A few breaths just like that. Now bring the fingertips to the upper chest, just under the collarbones. This time you'll keep the belly drawn in, keep the ribs in, and we'll be breathing just into the upper portion of the lungs, so it's a very shallow breath here. As you inhale, the upper chest gently rises. And it lowers as you exhale. Take a few breaths here. Now we'll put those three parts together. So it will be filling from the bottom to the top, and then exhaling from the top down. So first it will inhale into the belly, then expand the ribs, into the upper chest for full fullness, and then the exhale will go from the upper chest, through the ribs, and then the belly. You can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the ribs, to help feel this more through the body. So a nice smooth exhalation to start. Now inhale, expand the belly. Keep filling into the ribs. And then all the way full as the upper chest rises, full capacity. Exhale, lower the upper chest. And the ribs draw in. Belly draws in at the bottom. Again, inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, belly. Keep going at your own pace. After your next complete exhalation, release the hands. Let the breath return to a normal, smooth rhythm. Observe any effects, whatever you feel. open the eyes. And we'll do one more pranayama technique, which is Brahmari, the bumblebee breath. So to do this, it'll be a regular inhalation through the nose, and as you exhale, a low buzzing or humming sound, almost like the sound of a bee. And it's as if you're chanting Om with the mouth closed. As you do this, you'll block the ears with the thumbs, so all external noise is closed off. And the other fingers will rest on your skull, so that you're really concentrating this reverberating resonance of the humming inside the skull. And you'll notice some really interesting effects there. So we'll do 5 rounds together, and you might not be able to hear anything while you're doing this, so just do 5 rounds at your own pace. Here we go. When you finish, just sit in the silence after the sound. And open the eyes. Bring the fingertips to the front of the chest. As you inhale, drop the elbows back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale around the back, hollow out, elbows forward. Again, inhale, expand. Exhale, round. A few more like this, moving with the breath. And then sit tall, hands to the knees. Now start to move the ribs in big circles around the hips, bringing fluidity into the spine, sides of the waist, hips. And now reverse directions. Same thing. Sit tall in the center. Inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, float the right arm down, reach up and over with the left. And inhale, back through center, reach up. Exhale, other side, stretching the right side of the body. Inhale, center. Exhale, again to the first side. This time stay here, left sitting bone dropping heavily down, and then roll the chest open, look up underneath that left arm. Full steady breath. Inhale back through center, and exhale other side, up and over. Stay here, right sitting bone dropping, roll the chest open. Underneath the right. Inhale. And as you exhale, gentle twist to the right. Gazing over the right shoulder, left hand outside the right thigh, right hand behind the back. Inhale back through center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Looking over the left shoulder. Every inhalation, lift through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, gently draw the belly in, deepen the twist. Release the twist, back through center. And now shift forward over the feet. Make your way to hands and knees, all fours. Setting up with the shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees. Just move the hips in big circles around the knees. Now reverse directions. Same thing. Now, keeping the arms straight from all fours, move the shoulders in big circles around the hands. So you'll feel the weight shift across the palms, circling around the hands, grounding through different parts. Broad collarbones, strong through the arms. And reverse directions. Come to a still in the center, tuck the toes, and on an exhalation, send the hips all the way up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then slowly walk the feet all the way up to the hands, many steps. Forward fold at the top of the mat, knees bent, drape the upper body over. And release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, hands to the front of the legs. Exhale, fold forward, soften. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. With bent knees, inhale, roll all the way up to stand tall. Circle the shoulders a few times at the top. As you lift through the crown of the head. And now step the big toes together to touch, heels an inch or two apart. Then pick up all the toes from the floor, spread them apart so you make space between the toes. And then lower them down. Now shift the weight forward and back. You'll feel the weight shift across the soles of the feet. And then move side to side. And try to find that perfect point of equilibrium between front and back, left and right. And when you stay there, or when you find that, then stay there. Balance through the center. Feet pressing down as if they go deep into the earth. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Samastitihi, equal standing. Knees over ankles. Hips over knees, shoulders over hips, everything lifting tall. Bring the hands together in front of the heart, preparing for Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, radiant heart. Inhale, step the right foot back. And exhale, left foot back. Empty of breath, lower knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, right foot forward. And exhale, left foot forward to meet it, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up, strong legs. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back this time. And exhale, right foot back. Lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for Cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog, hollow belly. Inhale, step the left foot forward. And exhale, right foot forward. Inhale brings you all the way up, strong legs. Exhale, hands to heart. That makes one full round, leading with the right leg, then the left leg. So we'll go through 2 more rounds, moving at the pace of our own breath, letting the breath and movement guide each other, happening together, riding those opposing waves. And if we go at a different pace, no problem. If you find yourself getting lost or forgetting what side you're on, no worries, just join back in. So as you're ready, we begin. When you finish, close the eyes, stand for a few breaths, bring the awareness inward, feel the heartbeat, feel the breath, notice the heat, any sensations through the body. And then release the hands, open the eyes. Hop the feet about hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. And now reach down, grab the big toes with the thumb and the first 2 fingers. Bend the knees as much as needed to grab them. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Padangustasana. Steady, full, rhythmic breath. Elbows drawing out to the sides as the sitting bones floats. Head and neck dropping down. Breath rolling through the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, switch the hands to insert the palms underneath the feet. Again, bend the knees as much as needed to walk the toes all the way up to the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, fold back down. Padahastasana. Drop back into the breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, stand up, moving from the center. And as you exhale, hop the feet back together. Stomach equal standing. And now step the right foot out in a big step. Turn to face the side of your mat. And then turn the right toes towards the back of your mat, left toes slightly in, preparing for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Arms to a T. First inhale, expand the chest. And as you exhale, reach out over the right leg as the right hip pulls back. Then right hand to the shin or the floor. Left arm goes straight up, gaze up to the left thumb. Steady breath, steady focus. Let the breath move through the entire body. Inhale, stand up, strong through the legs. And as you exhale, turn the feet to the left, same posture. Inhale, expand, prepare. And exhale, reach out over the leg. Left hand down, right arm up. Turn to look up at the right thumb with both eyes. Every inhalation, reach through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, gently draw the left hip back. Roll the chest open. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, turn the feet to the right again. Setting up for extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. Bend the right knee. And on an exhalation, reach out over the leg, either right elbow to the thigh or hand to the floor. Left arm alongside the ear. Look to the center of the left palm if possible. Steady breath. Root into the feet. Inhale, stand back up. And exhale, second side. Left toes out, right toes in. Bend the left knee. And on an exhalation, reach out over the leg. Utthita Parshva Konasana. This time, right arm alongside the ear, making that long line from the right heel to the right fingers. Steady gaze to the center of the right palm. Inhales for length. Exhale, roll open. And stand back up. Release the hands. Turn both feet parallel, facing the side of your mat. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward halfway down. Then release the hands to the floor if they reach, or you can bring them to the legs or bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana. Steady, full breath. Sitting bones floating upward. Lowest band of the belly drawing in, so you fold over that space. Crown of the head softening towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale here, grounding into the feet. Now inhale, spread the arms, broad chest. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers. In the inhalation, lift the chest. Exhale, fold all the way forward, hands come up off the back. Strong legs, steady breath. And now smoothly inhale, stand back up. And release the hands. Step back to the top of your mat. Samastitihi, equal standing. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness inwards. Notice any effects. Then open the eyes. Bend the knees, reach down, skim the ground with the fingertips, and keep the knees bent. Inhale, lift the upper body for Utkatasana. Sitting bones dropping, chest reaching up. And now hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the left foot. Pick up the right leg, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Find a steady gaze, steady breath. Either stay here or start to fold forward. Hips go back as the chest comes forward. Opening across the outer right thigh. And now interlace the fingers around the outside of the right foot. Carefully stand up, straighten the left leg as you bring the right foot with you. Now many options, either stay here, holding the foot, or you can place it anywhere for tree pose, either to the thigh or the calf or the ankle. Or bring the right foot up near the leg. Half lotus, right knee drops down. If you're in the half lotus version, wrap the right arm around the back. Grab the left elbow, or if possible, grab the right big toe. And then whatever version you're in, if you have any free arm or both free arms, reach up towards the sky. Steady breath, steady focus. Inhale to grow even taller. And as you exhale, carefully make your way out. Unfold the leg, 2 feet on the floor. And now second side, easy side. Bend the knees, reach down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sitting bones dropping, vibrant through the chest. And hands to heart center. Here we go. Shift the weight into the right foot. Cross the left ankle over. Sink deep. Establish the stability here. And then start to fold forward. Hips go back as the chest reaches forward. Interlace the hands outside the left foot. And then carefully stand up, straighten the right leg as you bring the left foot with you. Re-establish stability, finding that calm, the steady gaze. And then place the foot either in any version of tree pose, or keep holding the foot, or place it up towards the right hip for half lotus. And on this side, left arm around the back. Grab the right elbow, or if possible, get the left big toe. And if you have any free arm, or both free arms, reach anything up. Steady breath, steady focus, steady gaze. Inhale, grow tall through the center. And as you exhale, make your way back out. Unfold the leg. Set the left foot down. And step back to the top of your mat if you're not already. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and inhale, step back to a high plank position. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog, bright chest. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Hands rooting down, grounding through the index knuckles. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Press into the hands to lengthen the arms. The hips rising up and back. Now lower the knees to the mat and drop down onto your elbows. Interlace the fingers so that you make kind of two sides of a triangle with the arms. Fingers interlaced, elbows are shoulder distance apart. Press down firmly into the forearms so the shoulders are stable on the back. And now tuck the toes, lift the hips. Let the head drop down here. Driving the elbows forward and down, hips reaching up and back. Head and neck soft, opening through the outside of the armpits. Then inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg rises. And set it down. And lower the knees to the mat. Sit back to your heels, the kneeling position. And now shift both feet out in front to sit in Dandasana, the staff pose. Hands alongside the hips, lifting through the crown of the head. Feel the sitting bones dropping down, heels pressing into the mat. Then press forward through the mound of the big toes. Strong legs. Lifting the crown of the head, pull the chin slightly back and tuck it down so there's a slight constriction in the neck, like you're holding a mango underneath the chin. Now inhale, let the chest inflate, upward rising. And on the exhalation, keep the chest lifted. Feel the belly draw in and up, a lift from the pelvic floor. A few deep breaths just like that. Then lift the head, arms overhead. As you exhale, fold forward over the legs. Reach out, grab anything you can reach, feet or ankles or legs. And inhale, back away, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold down. Every breath, let the inhalation move through the spine, surging the chest forward. And exhales to soften. Letting the breath do all the work. The steady wave. Just see where it takes you. Inhale, back away, look up. And release the pose, sit up. Now come to sit about halfway up the mat, knees bent, feet on the floor. Hold behind the thighs, lift the chest. Lean back and pick up the feet for Navasana, the boat pose. Hollow belly, lift the chest. Reach the arms forward, shoulders back. Shins parallel to the ground, spread the toes. If possible, straighten the legs. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale, cross the shins, plant the hands next to the hips. Pick up the hips, and pick up the feet. Lower down. Again, Navasana, back into the boat. Steady breath, steady focus. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, release. Cross the other shin in front. Plant the hands. Pick up the hips. Pick up the feet. Lower down. One more time, Navasana. Hollow belly, lifting the chest. Shoulders back. Release, plant the hands, pick up the hips, pick up the feet. And lower down. And now with soles of the feet on the floor, sit tall, knees bent. Reach both arms forward. Slowly roll down onto your back. Once the back of the head touches down, walk the heels in towards the hips, till you can just brush the heels with the fingertips. On an inhalation, press into the feet, knees reach forward, as the hips rise into Setu Bandha Shavasana. Interlace the fingers under your back. Walk the shoulders in towards each other, so the base of the neck moves up, away from the floor. Steady breath, filling the belly and chest. Expanding across the front of the body. And release the shoulders and hands, slowly roll down. Pause for a few breaths here. Now we'll go through 2 more rounds of back bend, either repeating what we just did, the bridge posture, or for Urdhva Dhanurasana, I'll talk you through that. So do 2 more, hold for 5 breaths at the top of each one. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, the upward bow pose, reach the hands up towards the sky, and then place the hands outside the ears with fingertips pointing towards the shoulders. Elbows draw towards each other, wrapping inward. And now on an inhalation, reach the knees forward, lift the hips, then press into the hands to just come to the crown of the head. Pause here, draw the elbows in again, knees drawing towards each other. And now press into the hands, straighten the arms and legs as much as possible. Steady breath. Belly reaching up towards the sky. To come down, tuck the head, lower the shoulders down, and then slowly roll down through the spine. Pause for a few breaths here. And now one more time, either Urdhva Dhanurasana, the upward bow, or Setu Bandha Sharvangasana, the bridge shoulder stand that we did first. As you're ready, make your way in, stay for 5 breaths at the top, and then come back down as you finish. When you finish your last one, just let the knees fall together, hands to the low belly. Let the low back spread and soften. The low belly is soft. Feel the gentle rise and fall, the movement of the breath. And now draw the knees wide up outside the ribs, knees towards the shoulders, hands to the front of the shins as you pull the knees up. Kick the feet forward with flexed feet, bringing the tailbone and sacrum to the ground to traction the low back. Now knees in together to touch, gently rock side to side, massaging out the low back and sacrum. You can make small circles with the knees. Then come to a still in the center and extend both legs straight up. Hands along the sides on the floor. Pressing up through the ball of the feet. Feel this nice draining effect, inverting the legs. Very calming to the nervous system. And now either stay here, or if you feel comfortable in shoulder stand, roll the feet back just enough that you can pick up the hips and support the hips with the hands. And so this is a nice low version of shoulder stand. Lots of weight in the hands, rooting into the elbows. The neck is totally relaxed, keeping its natural curve. Either stay here, or if it feels right to go more vertical, walk the hands towards the upper back, feet reaching up. Steady focus towards the toes or towards the navel. Steady breath. Sharvangasana, known as the mother or the queen of all asanas. You can either stay here or come down if you've had enough. Or if it feels okay on the neck, lower the legs overhead for halasana, the plow posture. Either keep the hands to the back or interlace the fingers. Walking the shoulder blades in towards each other. Hips lifting high. A few breaths with the legs straight if possible. And then bend the knees around the ears for Karna Pidasana, letting the back round. And the breath moves into the back of the chest. To come down, release the hands, and then very slowly roll down through the spine. Legs come down very last. And once the legs come down, pause for a few breaths on your back. It can be intense coming out. And now we'll set up for Matsyasana, the fish pose, a wonderful counter pose for shoulder stand. So legs draw together, bring the hands in close to the side of the hips, and now press into the elbows and forearms to lift the head and chest. Then arch through the spine, bring the crown of the head towards the floor. Keeping weight in the elbows, just a little pressure to the top of the head. Gaze along the line of the nose so it goes up towards the sky in this case. Spreading across the chest, spreading the open throat. To come out, press into the elbows. Inhale, lift the head, tuck the chin, and then slowly roll down. Draw the knees into the chest again. Gently rock side to side. And now extend the arms out to either side, either bent at the elbows or straight. And drop both knees over to the right for a gentle twist. Soften the left shoulder down, turn to look left. Inhale, knees back through center. And as you're ready, drop both knees over to the left. Soften the right shoulder, turn to look right. Let everything soften, dropping into the form. Inhale, knees back through center. And now knees wide outside the ribs, soles of the feet towards the sky. Grab the outer edges of the feet for happy baby pose. Pulling down on the feet as you kick into the hands. And it might feel nice to rock side to side here, massaging out the kidneys and back. Or be still in the center. As you pull on the feet and kick into the hands, try to ground the tailbone and sacrum. Or straighten one leg or straighten both legs. And now soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Kick the feet away from you, head and chest lift, and then soften between the shoulder blades, spreading the upper back. Release the feet to the floor in this shape. Stack the hands diamond-shaped overhead, palms facing up. Shoulders soften onto the back. Feel the breath. The belly gently rises and falls. And as you're ready, extend the arms and legs long. Placing yourself for Shavasana, the corpse pose. Turn the palms face up. Let the legs roll gently outward. Make any final adjustments. In Shavasana, everything from the practice becomes incorporated, integrated into the body. The nervous system returns to calm. the body to a state of rest and ease. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the space above you, around you. Take a deep inhalation, filling that space, pressing into the ground, expanding in every direction. And let the exhalation wash down and back, softening around the edges. Let yourself drop entirely into your own experience, held in pure awareness. Begin to deepen the breath again. Start little movements in fingertips, and tips of the toes. Reach both arms overhead, legs together, stretch long through the center line. And slowly bend the knees. Roll to the side of the more open nostril, into the swara, the flow. And press your way back up to a seat. Same as we began, find any comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back. Lift up through the crown of the head. Close the eyes. Bring your awareness inward to the heart space. Breathing into whatever space you've made for yourself. Sitting in the calm. Ready for anything, whatever the rest of the day brings. Ready to respond to joy and suffering, clarity, uncertainty. All of it. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll close the practice by chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. To send all the benefits from this to share with the rest of the world. Allow for a deep inhalation. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you be well, may you be safe, may you treat others with kindness. Thank you so much for practicing.